to another edition from a third eye view. It's Mr. More in the night than you've seen in your life. Stato. I am happy this week, boy. My Arizona Cardinals are 6-0. Liverpool thrashing. What a wonderful time to be alive. How are you this weekend?
I'm good. See how you didn't even introduce me as I sat down, you know. Every time I would introduce you all the time. This guy didn't even introduce me.
Because you're too big for me to introduce you. You need to introduce yourself these days.
This guy's too bougie, innit? We was legit just saying this to the producer of the show beforehand because we got producers out here because we at Pi Radio. We got people running around behind the scenes, big up to the whole Pi Radio hierarchy.
Tell the truth. We didn't have producers until you started getting bougie and making sure that we had producers. Tell the truth.
This guy in it. Bougie Blood Show is in the building, people. Myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. This is from a third eye view on Pi Radio. So love to everyone who is supporting from a third eye view and is supporting Pi Radio as a radio station and a crew. So large up to everybody. And we're here to discuss all things Premier League. Big up to Sasha in the comments as well. Big up all the mods. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Share it across all the socials as well. Let's get more numbers in here and subscribe to the channel Pi Radio. Make sure you do that because like Pi Radio station, we on DAB radio, national radio. You know what I'm saying? DAB. You know what I'm saying? We out here, producers in the building, all of that stuff as well. But yeah, we are here, and you see that we got the logo changed, you know, from a third eye view. Straw, have you got the results up? Have you got the results? Get the results and run through all the results. And then I know where we're starting, but run through all the results for the people then.
Right, okay. I'll try and sound like, you know, the old teletext. No, not the old teletext. You know, Sky Sports, when you used to go to, it was like, right, so we'll start with...
Tranmere 1, Rotherham 0.
So we'll start off with the early kickoff. Liverpool 5, Watford 0. Aston Villa 2. Wolves 3, Leicester City 4, Manchester United 2, Manchester City 2, Burnley 0, 0-0 Norwich Brighton, Southampton 1-0 win against Leeds, Chelsea 1-0 win. Then we've got obviously West Ham 1-0 winners and Newcastle getting beat 3-2 at home to Tottenham Hotspur. And obviously you got the game tonight, which is Arsenal and Crystal Palace.
Yes, and we will be bringing you. We'll keep a close eye on that. We won't do it. It won't be like a watch along, but we'll keep a close eye on it. But anyway, there's only one place to start, so let's go there. And big up to our little bro Ryan in the comments as well. Obviously, Manchester United got beat by Leicester 4-2. All I'm going to say is yes, Manchester United lost to Leicester 4-2. And where do I start with this? Yo, where are my apologies, people? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Where are my apologies? Because I've been on this very show now for over 2 years. And when we started this show, I was Ollie out, correct, Strong?
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years?
2 years.
Because I've been Ollie out since 25th of September, 2019. When we drew to Rochdale.
Yeah, I remember that. When he played Pogba.
Yes, when he played Pogba, injured in a double pivot.
Yes.
And we drew the game at home to Rochdale.
Yeah, that was wild. I remember
Pogba he played two holding midfielders. Pogba was hobbling around.
Didn't he play Rashford as well?
He played full 11, fam. Wan-Bissaka making clearances off the line.
Yeah, man, but that was a wild moment to be a football fan.
That's when I was like, all right, enough is enough.
Yeah, because Pogba injured himself. He was out for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he had surgery. Yeah. So I just want everybody's apologies to be as loud as the disrespect was. Because when I got told I was doing it for clout, I'm doing it for money. I'm not a real Manchester United fan. I'm doing it for fame. I'm doing it for views. If Manchester United, I don't love United. If Manchester United is successful, I shouldn't celebrate. I should back the manager, etc. Where are you lot now? Because all the inners are quiet. Whether I'm right or wrong, and I'm going to admit, people, a lot of the times I am wrong. I'm here on this very microphone admitting I'm wrong if I call things wrong and if I call things right. So where are these people? Because if Manchester United had been successful and had won a league title or won a Champions League, or say we was top of the table, all the inners would be talking the loudest.
I just feel like Ollie out is now would be the perfect time if we could to insert the meme of Homer going back into the bush.
Yes.
That's Ollie out is right now.
If I had the clip, I'd click it. That's exactly Ollie out. But I'm going to use that at a later date.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to use that tomorrow on Man United. I'm going to find that meme and use that because that is brilliant, Stro. That is absolutely brilliant. Them man are quiet. It's okay to admit you was wrong. Like, I've seen a lot of people who were Ollie in turn Ollie out this weekend, which you can do that. That's not flip-flop. That's not flip-flopping. You've got more information on something. You can change your mind on it.
Just slightly late for the party, but you're still at the party.
Yeah, but you very late for the party, boy, is what it. Because why it took certain people this long to be Ollie out, I still don't understand. Because
I think there's a lot of hope.
yeah, it's hope, but hope will kill you, as it did to my brother Saeed. Like, for those that know, Saeed went viral again because he was doing a watch along, and he was gassed because did a show with Statman Baines earlier, and me and Statman Baines was on the show, and after we finished it, there's a video clip that the Saeed the Realist, which is like Saeed's joke account, whoever's made it, salute to him. And it was when Ronaldo first came in, and Saeed and Statman were talking the most. Golden Boot for Ronaldo, Champions League.
Yeah, I remember.
Statman was talking about Carabao Cups.
Yep.
Saeed was talking about quadruples, and I was like, "What?" And I told, when it got announced, the Ronaldo signing, me and Statman was on a video.
Yeah,
he was on a live stream, and he was like, "Why are you not excited?" Because I know where this is going. How did you know? Look at me. And he's like, he messaged me yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, I should have listened."
Yeah.
And I told him, "I'm here for you." I'm saying, I told him at the time, I said, when it all goes south, when it all falls down, no Kanye West, I'm here for you. I'm saying. It is, man. When it all falls down, I'm here for you. And it all fell down expeditiously. We only in October, not even the end of October. It's the middle, and it's felt like this for the longest. So yeah, let me get that off so I had to get that off my chest. Onto the actual, not the actual game. Where was it gonna go? Here was gonna. You know how you know it's bad? Because United lost, and I never want Manchester United to lose. I just can't. It's just not in my nature. I can't do it. However, the platinum lining, not gold or silver, people. The platinum lining when Manchester United lose is Ollie is one step closer to losing his job. When we lost to Leicester, that is the most upbeat and energetic I felt all season.
Although, have you seen the Athletics report?
Go on, what have the Athletics said?
And yeah, let's be clear, people. When it comes to transfers, any news the Athletic are spot on. Basically, I think it was David Ornstein of all people when I seen it. So I was like, yeah, this carries weight. Basically saying that Ollie's not in a position where he's anywhere close to losing his job. The board back him. They think he's the right man to move them forward for the next yada 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 since signing the contract extension, and every single Liverpool fan celebrated.
Yeah. I think every Chelsea fan celebrated. Every Manchester City fan.
Every football fan celebrated.
Every non-Manchester United fan celebrated. But I'm the crazy one for saying Ollie out. I'm the nuts one. I'm the one that's wild. Like I said, because before, it was like, remember when I used to talk on this and I'd say it's 50-50? Like, we won. Like, we won. Like, trounced him. It's kind of like, remember when Power first came out and it was the back and forth between Power and Empire, which shows better?
Oh, yeah.
Power won.
Oh, Power won.
Power, like, destroyed Empire.
Yeah, Power won convincingly.
This is the same. This might be more lopsided, actually. It's as lopsided. This is a lopsided victory. This is more lopsided than Fury Wilder, the second one. Like, this is a massacre. Like, Oleanas are now, say, 5%? I'd say 5%. So, yeah, back to it. That's the most upbeat and energetic I felt after a game, and we lost it. Because this is the run.
Yeah, here it is.
Go on,
As things stands, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's position at Manchester United is understood to be 100% secure. Despite the poor run of form, 48-year-old still has full support of the Manchester United board. Signed new contracts running until 2024 with an option of a further year. Also, more news. Manchester United camp very unhappy at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer telling Manchester United strikers to prioritise his football. Yeah,
the man who saved his job.
I need to talk about that, by the way.
The disrespect.
There's a lot.
I saved your job on multiple occasions.
I need to go off
multiple occasions. Talk about it.
They're accepting no harm meant, and Solskjaer was complimented 23-year-old, but the fact that the headline news is created has gone down really badly with the players' camp.
Rightfully so. I saved your job. Multiple times, I saved your job. Multiple.
Prioritize your managing.
Yes, that's what you need to focus on, coaching, managing. Never mind trying to get McTominay to play in a 6.
Prioritize winning games.
Yes. No, you don't need to prioritize leaving. That's what he needs to prioritize. You know what I'm saying? Handing in your resignation letter. That's what you should do.
He's never doing that. He is Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, golden ticket, Willy Wonka. That is exactly what he is.
Big up to Sasha as well. You said, shout out the chat, hit the like button, share across all the socials, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big up to Sasha. Big up Straw and Flawless, says Stefan. L7 says, Arsenal and I are going to overtake United. I'm a United fan. Hey, if that's what it takes to get him sat, let's go. Gary 99 says, my G Flawless, big up to you. Sasha says, that segment of the show was hilarious. Statman and Saeed with the dark shades, ad-libs and propaganda there. They was ad-libbing like Uncle Murder and that. Saeed was like, Statman was like, tell him again. Even Ronaldo. Guy couldn't even see. But he's just talking the most because he didn't have his glasses on. Stefan says, Ollie out since November 2019. I'm clean personally. All these overnight Ollie outers make me laugh. We've been terrible since his first permanent deal. I can't swear on it, Stefan, because it is legal radio. It tells you what, we have been terrible. And why it's taking people so long. How am I something for 2 years and now people are just figuring it out?
It's because it's this away run.
Or this away run where City picked up more points in the same period.
Yeah, that one. It's just massively overhyped because you haven't been beat. Yeah. I think it's a great record to have. But when you actually break it down, you look like City have picked up more points.
It's like 13 draws in it.
It's wild.
It's like 12, 13 draws.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's 27 games. That's just under half.
Yeah.
That's not good. I'd rather turn some of them draws into losses and some of them draws into wins.
But it's just, yeah. So that's massive help. But well, I mean, just there's so many issues with Manchester United. And listen, I love it. Let me just make this clear.
Look at this guy.
Like, I ain't going to sit here and act like I don't enjoy this, because I do. I've waited so many years for this moment to happen. I am like a pig in trough right now. I am swimming in it, enjoying it.
Pig in trough.
I am loving every single bit of it. Kevin Keegan style. Love it.
I love it.
But
it must be nice.
No, it is. And I'll tell you what, I see Manchester United dominate. Manchester United, to me, are the biggest club in the world. Yeah. And they have not acted like the biggest club in the world since Fergie left. Actually, even since before Fergie even left. Mm-hmm. There's so many issues with that club. It's rotten to the core. It really is. Mm-hmm. The Glazers, the stadium's getting old, and it needs TLC. It needs a lick of paint. It needs a lot happening, because that stadium's just. You look at Anfield, for example, being redeveloped, and that stadium, how that's going to look. You look at Tottenham Stadium, stunning. Arsenal Stadium, stunning. Regardless what you think of it, Etihad is a good stadium. And it's like, you just look at Old Trafford, you're just like, it's called the Theatre of Dreams, but it's like,
fair enough.
What dreams? Like, United fans have been sold pipe dreams for so many years, and it's like, the one thing that always comes back is, yeah, but the Glazers give United money. Yeah, but do you understand how much they've taken out of the club?
Yep, facts. Oh, Glazers out. Regardless of Ollie out, I'm just saying. I'm just reiterating that. I'm still 110% Glazers out.
But it's like
there's games I could have went to this year that I've not. Deviant, shout out to Deviant, my boy Deviant. Oh yeah, you know Deviant as well. But shout out to Deviant. He messaged me about going to a game, and I said to him, I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I said I can't do it. Like, I don't want to go and watch that. I legit don't want to go.
I'm not surprised, because so then I'm starting from the top and working my way down. Go. So it's like, you get the good news about Woodward, but yeah, he's still there.
Huh? Still there.
Man announced his resignation before COVID happened. That's how, Jenny, it wasn't, but that's how it
seems like this guy is still here 2020 AC after Corona.
Like, he's still influencing stuff. It's like, no, guard and leave him, but get him out. Just get rid of him.
Told you, man. He's like Sacks in power, man. This guy just survives.
So it's like, you've got that, and then it's the people who make the footballing decisions. Now, this is why I don't mind Edu at Arsenal, because he's a footballer and he understands how football works. I don't mind that. Yeah. Come on, like, someone needs to move Manchester United in a direction. Like, and listen, this is coming from a Liverpool fan who for 26 years were in the wilderness, never had a direction.
That was great.
Always came close, and then bang, Klopp comes in. But then Klopp brings in Michael Edwards, and they had the guidance, they had the ability to move Liverpool in the right direction. Yeah. Exactly how United used to do it. Oh. And then you look at United, and it's just like, you're a shell of yourselves. Yep. And then you look at the squad, and you're like, that squad is good enough to compete. If you give that squad to Conte, Zidane, Klopp, Tuchel, Pep, they're competing, and they're winning multiple trophies. But you look at it, and it's just like, and I was thinking this the other day. We all know Ollie's in-game management is absolutely terrible, right?
Absolutely atrocious.
But there was a time where everyone looked at Klopp's starting 11 and was just like, look, there's no ability, there's no creativity in that midfield. But the creativity was always out wide, so he had the perfect balance in that team.
He utilized what he had, because here's the thing is, if Ollie had your team, the conversation would be, we don't have a striker. We don't have a number 9 who scores 20 to 25 goals. We don't have any creativity in midfield. Trent can't defend. That would be the conversation. Because I know that's the conversation. Because when people look at our midfield, look at our team, it's flips now. Trent can't defend. Wan-Bissaka can't attack.
Yeah.
There's no creativity in your midfield. There's no defensive DM in our midfield. We don't have a striker who scores 20 to 25 goals before Ronaldo came in was the conversation. Martial's not good enough. That was the conversation. Greenwood's not ready to be a striker. Rashford's not a striker. So it's flipped. Same way if Oli was managing City, people don't mean it's very rare you hear it be a hot topic of conversation, City not having a striker, City not having a left back. But if we didn't have a left back or didn't have a striker, if Ferran Torres was our number one choice striker, our fan base would go, we need a striker, we need a left back.
Because keyword there, fan base.
Yes.
You have to have a fan base to have that kind of a voice. Hence the reason why you don't hear it on a consistent basis. Even in Manchester, you don't hear it on a consistent basis.
That's facts. But my point is, even with Chelsea, we had their team and we had their 10s behind Lukaku. If you imagine our options were injured Pulisic, you got Ziyech, Mount, Havertz. Our fan base would be like, it's not good enough. Let me look in the camera and say this. Every single team, every single successful football team on planet Earth has deficiencies. They have weaknesses somewhere that can be improved upon. Whatever team you want to look at in history, any team you want to look at in the last 20, 25 years had a weakness, had deficiency somewhere. Go on, carry on, fam.
Right, so let me just do this quickly.
I have to get off my chest.
Top 10, right? So, or top 11, top 12. So for those that can see, it's just what you can see on the screen, yeah? Villa, Leicester, Wolves, Brentford, Everton, West Ham, United, Tottenham, Brighton, City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Right. Would Chelsea take Solskjaer? Absolutely not. Would Liverpool take Solskjaer? Absolutely not. Would City take Solskjaer? Absolutely not. Would Brighton? Nope, not happening. Tottenham? Nope, not happening. You're stuck at him, United. West Ham? Nope, definitely wouldn't take him. There's not a chance on God's green earth that Everton would take Solskjaer over Benitez. Not happening. Brentford's manager? No. Absolutely not. Wolves manager?
No. So we can't.
Leicester? Definitely not.
No.
Villa? Definitely not.
No. There you go. And you can keep going.
And Arsenal?
No, they wouldn't take Oli.
Palace? Nope.
They'd rather go with the new Vieira.
Southampton?
No, they ain't to get rid of Hasenhuttl.
Leeds? Nope.
Keep going.
Watford?
Nope.
They just got Ranieri.
They just got Ranieri and he's won a league title.
So here we go. Norwich?
Maybe. That's the only maybe.
Newcastle? They're just looking for a manager.
They're just looking for a manager. They don't like Bruce. So that's the maybe. We got two maybes.
Burnley?
No. That's it. So what? 2 out of the 19 teams?
No, 2 out of 20.
2 out of 20. Oh yeah, United as well. Because tells you all you need to know. Well, he's got the United DNA.
He knows the club inside out.
He knows the club inside out, man. It's
he understands the passion,
desire, intensity, and all that stuff. That's what it is.
He was a player under Fergie. He knows what it takes.
And I see Gary Neville still defended him.
Did he actually defend him, though?
Yes.
What did he?
Yes.
Because I've not seen the full clip.
I've seen the full clip.
I've seen a bit where it was just like, it's not been good. And I thought, there's no way you can defend him now.
He did, because he contradicted himself. You know what he said? He said, when you got a team with Ronaldo, Greenwood, Sancho, Bruno, Pogba, I wouldn't like to be a defender in that team. That's what he said. I would not like to be a defender in that team.
Right.
Go on. Is that defending Solskjaer? No, because he continued. Yes, you know why it is? Because he's saying the team's imbalanced. 3 of those 5 are his signings. Because he has no plan.
Yeah, but
3 of the 5 are yours.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
That's on him.
No, but is that not what Neville's getting at? Like, look, 3 of them signings are Solskjaer.
No, because he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He's saying everything without blaming him. He's got all the evidence in the world to convict him. If this was crime, he got all the evidence in the world, but he doesn't want to convict him because it's his friend. It's all he's signing. He said,
because
Ronaldo,
he's right
Sancho,
what he's saying, though.
Greenwood, Bruno, Pogba. He said, I wouldn't like to be a defender with those 5 because they don't do the defensive side. They don't do the hard work, hard yards, etc., etc. He said, the reason why the likes of myself, Jesse Lingard, Nicky Butty, Jason Park, Owen Hargreaves, got a game.
Fletcher.
Yeah, Fletcher, you mentioned as well. He did put Fletcher in there as well. I'm just remembering the names I can remember. The reason why he put them, they got games at Manchester United and had careers is to balance it out. Cool. That's on Fergie. 3 of the 5 I just mentioned are Oli signings. Ronaldo's his signing. Sancho's his signing. Bruno's his signing. He loves Greenwood. You love Pogba.
I just think
that's on you. So if that team is imbalanced, that's on you. Again, can it work? Yes, you can make it work.
Yeah, but see, this is why I've only seen the clip where he's basically saying,
Go on.
look, it wasn't great, yada, yada, yada. I've not seen the full clip. I do want to watch the full clip just to get proper context on it. But
I watched the full clip.
Just from hearing that, my first thought is he's blaming the manager, but it's the fact that
He didn't say
yeah,
so.
that's the problem. That's where it can be misunderstood, and that is the problem. Because I just want to make this clear. I 100% agree with Neville. There is zero balance to that team. That team has not had balance since Solskjaer took over, and the deficiencies have been clear for years.
So you know
United need a DM.
Yes.
I'm not a Manchester United fan. I don't care if they get a DM or not. If anything, I don't want them to get a DM. However, it's abundantly obvious and clear they need a defensive midfielder. They need an Ndidi. They need something like that. They've also needed a right winger for.
Well, we got one though.
And you don't play him on the right wing.
Because whose fault is that?
Ollie.
There we go. But he doesn't. And you know what's even crazier? Carragher called him out, and Carragher keeps going up in my estimation. I can't believe it.
Because why is it Liverpool fans?
You know how you know he's
the most sense
he's
about
full of,
United.
You know how Gary Neville is just full of nonsense on this because so he said that about those 5 and it being imbalanced.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago on Twitter, someone asked him to name his 11 if everyone's fit.
Oh, is that why people took the because they've seen that?
Yes. And guess what his team, the 5 he named were all in that team. No, apart from Cavani.
Because I seen Carragher mention he was like, "Want this your team?" But I didn't understand the context.
So, McTominay. So his team was De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Varane, Maguire, McTominay and Pogba in the pivot, which is just terrible. Then Bruno in the 10, Cavani, Greenwood, and Ronaldo from the left. So you've mentioned Ronaldo, you mentioned Greenwood, Bruno, and Pogba. So 4 out of the 5 issues you named. Then he tried to double down when somebody to Carragher, he added Carragher back. And you know what he said to Carragher? Oh, that was nuance. It was 2 games. So I'm on a show while that's going on while I'm reading it. So I'm laughing at the quote tweets. And someone said, nuance. You got asked, what is your best United 11? Not for the next 2 games. But it's moving goalposts. Just move. He didn't say, this is my team for this. The question is still there. You got asked verbatim. What is Manchester United's best 11? And you picked 4 out of the 5 with this imbalance.
Can I just, before we go off on the tangent, I think it's really, really important. And this isn't me trying to make jokes or anything like that. Like, you were genuinely terrible at Leicester.
Yeah.
But it's a recurring pattern. Wolves, terrible. Southampton, terrible.
We've been terrible. The only time we weren't terrible is the opening day of the season. Even against Newcastle in parts, we weren't good.
But that's not good. And one thing I will, because I think Gary Neville said it on his podcast a couple of weeks ago. It's just like, my fear for United is when they go up against half decent and top quality teams, they're going to struggle.
I said it again. So you're gonna hear me like name drop a lot of people because YouTube is big up to Prime in the comments as well. YouTube is this crazy community / circus that we're all involved in. Big up to Neil Beyond the 90. Obviously, they had Emil Heskey on their channel as well. So big up to me and Neil did a preview. And Neil did what most non-Manchester United fans do when I'm talking, like when we're doing previews. We're doing the Leicester Manchester United preview. And he goes, is it that bad? I'm like, yes, it is that bad. And you're going to find out on Saturday. He's like, we've been bad though. I said, yes, but we are going to come and kickstart your season and you're going to look good. And then I spoke to him after the game. And he said, yeah, you were 100% right.
Thanks for kickstarting
the season. Thanks for kickstarting the season. They look great. I don't think they've scored from set pieces all season. And then he scored against us.
There's 2. Right, so there's a few things I want to get off my chest, right? So one,
go on. I know where you're going to go.
One, Greenwood's strike.
What's a strike?
Unbelievable.
What a strike.
Youri Tielemans.
Quality player.
Come to Anfield.
Quality player. Now you need to come OT from. That's where you're needed.
That he is the perfect Wijnaldum replacement.
This is perfect for our team.
Come to Anfield.
Nah, man, you don't want to go there.
However, anyway, what a strike.
Yeah.
And then the save that De Gea pulled off.
From
Tielemans again, where he tips onto the
box.
post. Oh my Lord. Yeah. That is the personification of world class. That save is.
Big up to my guy Eddie M in the channel and in the chat as well. Sorry. Big up Eddie.
That save is outrageous. Right. There's that, yeah. What's Harry Maguire doing?
Being Harry Maguire. That's what it is.
He is not prime Maldini. He's not.
Tell Ollie that, man.
No, but right, this has been my problem with Harry Maguire, and I've said this for 18 months. He looked good with the ball at his feet in a 2018 World Cup where we played ridiculous teams like Panama. I could play out from the back against Panama.
Yeah, you can ball as well, actually. So I'll give you that.
He has John Stones. John Stones has the better footballing ability with the ball at his feet.
Yep.
Maguire has got away with it time and time again.
Yep.
Right? And you watch him in the left-hand channel with the ball at his feet, and he is lackadaisical.
Because you know why?
He's played at Leicester. He knows how quick these men are. What are you doing?
He plays. You know what it is? I also added on to that. He's half fit. You know what Ollie said afterwards? Yeah, he got through the training session. I probably shouldn't have played him.
What do you mean probably?
Probably, you know.
This is the same man that probably shouldn't have played Rashford when he damaged his back.
Doubt?
The same man that probably shouldn't have played Pogba against Rochdale, got injured. What are we doing? He's on Manchester United.
Ollie's at the wheel, man. That's what that is.
But you're acting like, honestly, I've never seen anything like it.
He was awful. And we've seen what a big difference. Not that I don't think we would have lost the game, but Varane makes a big difference.
Yeah, no, Varane makes a massive difference. But
Varane.
these are I don't care how fit you are. These are inexcusable, inexcusable mistakes.
Yeah.
That their second goal where they nick it off him in the corner is honestly,
he got pressed. It's awful. And then was it the third or the fourth goal when
it's the one where he plays Sionchu on side?
Yeah, I know that one. I'm talking about the one where the man just ran off the back of him.
Yeah, Sionchu.
Or was it Sionchu?
Yeah.
I was so disinterested in this watch along, so that's what it was. Like,
but it's the fact he then has the nerve to turn around and put his hand up. Like, put your hand down. What are you doing? We ain't in school. You ain't asking a question. Like, what are you trying to achieve here? You know you played him on side.
Stefan says it here. Maguire looks good on the ball against awful teams and in the back three.
Yeah, but
he does look better.
He's not that good with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he's not. He's nothing crazy. He's not exceptional.
It's actually what it's the fact that you think you have that much time against a team that knows you. Yeah. They know your deficiencies.
This guy got caught. Yeah, you're right.
They nicked it off him. They went, give him the ball there. Watch me take that. You're not Maldini. You are not Nesta. You were not Chiellini.
He's not Beckenbauer, no.
You were not Cannavaro.
He's not Harry Beckenbauer, no.
No.
I'm just making
Saeed, we seriously need to talk. My bro, I love you. You know I do, but that is the most wild statement. Harry Beckenbauer, you know.
He gets gas though. No. He doesn't get gas. He gets giddy.
No, he gets giddy.
Get it. I'm saying, let's get giddy.
You need to call me giddy in this down, sunshine. That is one of the worst takes I've ever seen in football. Harry Beckenbauer, you know. Giddy. Harry Beckenbauer.
Stefan saying he's not even Johnny Evans.
Harry Beckenbauer, you know. It's just honestly,
it's bad all around, fam. That's what it was.
It's just like
it's bad all around.
It's the what goal did he score from? Vardy's finish, right?
Pick one.
Right, one. Right. Let me just talk about this.
Talk about
how Wan-Bissaka doesn't get sent off for that challenge is beyond me. That is a wild challenge on the byline. It is one. It's not needed. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Then is it Perez who comes on the overlap? How are you just letting him run into the box like that?
I tried to blank this from my memory. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, and then you let him go into the box. You then let him dictate. You then let him pick a pass to Vardy. Vardy has all the time in the world to take a touch and bend it in that top corner. Like, it's just these are schoolboy mistakes from players that are on 80 to 100 grand plus a week.
Mm-hmm.
Dot the wages. You think I'm joking? If I was in that position, there, Harry Maguire did that. Back at your old team. You don't play for Leicester anymore, mate. What are you giving them goals for?
He's playing against us.
Honestly. Manchester United Football Club. We're not just talking about any football club here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Salford City. We're not talking about Rochdale, Bolton, Bury. None of these teams. Manchester, the biggest club in the world. And you're acting like you're a League Two team the way it's run. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
How is Solskjaer still there? If I went into my job and performed to the level that Solskjaer was at, I'd be gone.
Yes. I think anyone.
How are you still there?
If we performed here to his level, Sol kicking us out. 100%. Like Sol's, this ain't good. Sol's getting rid of us. 110%. He's getting rid of us. There goes Ryan says, Neville chatting utter nonsense as usual. Obviously, I can't swear it's legal radio, but yeah, he does. I like him when he's not talking about Manchester United. But to round this off on Manchester United and Ollie, I said it before and I say it again, he does not make it to December. I've said this. He was never going to make it through this 10-game period, which included the Leicester game, the over 6 Premier League games, and the 3 Champions League
Yeah, but you're
games.
still getting 9 points.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Miss? Where's Noah? Because he did pop up the day after, actually.
Did he?
Yeah. He popped up. But yeah, he said, what did he say? Was it 21 or 19? He said.
No, I joked. No. He said what you expecting from the next 4, 12 or 9.
12.
The man said 12 or 9. You know?
That was it.
What is it? Goals conceded 12 or 9. Like 8 points. 12 or 9.
Well, you know what's crazy? I predicted 6 points for my next 7 Premier League games. Let me see this actually. I did predict. Yeah, that's calm.
That's a good finish from Rashford.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm talking about. Look at this.
Look at this.
What a pass that is, yeah.
Who played that pass?
Johnny Evans?
Yeah, that's quality.
Look at that is horrendous.
That's a terrible tackle.
But look, they're just letting him cut inside, do what you want. Look at Vardy. It's Maguire who leaves him.
Oh.
Wait, I've just seen that.
Oh.
Right, wait. I didn't even spot that the first time.
That tackle from
that is a straight red, right? But what? Harry Maguire.
Who's this he's backing up here?
It's McTominay.
Oh,
right?
surprise.
Look, Harry Maguire spots Vardy, goes out to him, yeah? Look, he's gone.
Yeah, and then he goes
Why
back
are you going back in?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And Lindelof doing that.
He carries on going out. He blocks that. It stays 2-2. Yeah. What are we doing here?
Jones had enough. Yeah, this one was bad as well. That's terrible.
But who was at the back post again?
Mr. Harry Maguire. Harry Beckenbauer.
So the first one's his fault. It wasn't the second one. It's the first one's his fault, right?
Yeah.
The second one, Soyuncu's his fault. Yeah. The third one, he can block, his fault. And the fourth one's his fault. All 4 goals. I'm not even tripping. Go and watch the replay for Leicester Manchester United, right? When Wan-Bissaka plays that or makes that ridiculous challenge, honestly, it's horrendous.
Yeah, that tackle was off.
Right, and then Perez backs McTominay up into the box, pause it, watch Harry Maguire's reaction. He goes out to Vardy at first, then he instantly goes straight back in. If he carries on going out to him, he can block the shot.
Yeah, and the thing is, we have more men in the box than him. There's only Perez who's on the ball, Vardy, and then there's one other player in the box.
Vardy just gives himself 2 yards and goes hit me.
Because Maguire's in the box, Lindelof's in the box, McTominay's in the box, someone else is there, Shaw's there as well. We have enough to deal with it. Well, yeah, that's Ollie for you, but he doesn't make it through this run. But you know what's crazy is like I said, I predicted 6 points from the next 7. One of them was against Leicester. So it's 5 now. It's 5 now. I predicted a point from that game. He's gone, man. This is spiraling out of control quick. Even then, after United concede that 4th goal and it pans to Cristiano Ronaldo. Telling you, man, shows what he's going at Rashford. Did you see Pogba's interview afterwards?
Yeah.
And he said, so Pogba, like, the interviewer said, Pogba, what'd you think of the game? And he went, that's a man who's fed up.
Yeah,
he sounds like
but it's not. It's what he said though. It's look, we've been making these kind of mistakes,
conceding easy goals. Wait, let me get to it.
It's Pogba,
Pogba Ollie out, man. Pogba Ollie out.
Pogba's been Ollie out for years.
Yeah, he's Ollie out, man. He's a real one. Paul, if you welcome from a third eye view, you know what time it is.
People still want to question the man's ability.
Yep. I had someone added me that, my Don who is Ollie in, and he added me about it. And he was like, how does Pogba have the brass neck to say that? And I'm like, that's not, how are you backing his manager still? How are you still back him? I don't know. What is going on? Go. Let's see these quotes. Let me find these quotes. I tweet too much nonsense, but here we are. Right. Here we are. Let me get to it. Sorry, people. We should have had these quotes ready, but it is what it is. We move. I don't want to misquote what he said. That's all. Ollie tax is the most heftiest tax. Facts. What else we got?
Yeah, it's just. I can pull them up on.
So Pogba says we need to find the right mentality and the right tactic, stick with it and resolve the problem. So he's saying the right mentality is not there, the tactics ain't there, and we're not sticking with it. Yeah, there's no system of play, there's no style, there's no pattern of play.
That's the man that's flip-flopping, scared for his job. The style of play comes from the manager, and the mentality comes from the manager.
Yep, he does. Let me see what else he said. He also said, to be honest, we have been having these kind of games for a long time. We have not found a problem conceding easy goals, stupid goals. We need to be more mature, play with more experience and arrogance in a good way. We need to find something we need to change. You know what we need to change? The manager. That's what we need to change. He's had enough. Tells you all you need to know. What I take from that is, where he says, yeah, to be honest, we've been having these kind of games for a long time where we've been playing poor and conceding goals. We have not found a problem. I'm saying, so there's no solution. Conceding easy goals, stupid goals. We need to be more mature, play with more experience and arrogance in a good way. We need to find something. We need change. He's saying it's not good enough. I'm done. That's what he's saying. Simple as that. He is right. But let's move on from this anyway. Big up to everyone in the comments. We'll go to your lot next, isn't it? So Watford 0, Liverpool 5.
I hope your apology is as loud as the nonsense you were trying to spew to me last week.
What, that I thought Watford would get a draw?
Yeah.
I called it wrong, innit?
There you go.
I did. I admit it. I'm saying I called. See that, people? It's not too hard to admit you called it. I just admitted then I called something wrong. It's not that deep. Worst thing is Liverpool winning. However, salute to Salah because he helped my fantasy Premier League team. So big up to Salah.
Listen, let me talk about that man for a minute.
Here we go. Go on, I'll let you get your Salah stuff.
He is the best in the world right now. There's no one that comes close to him right now. Anyone that wants to have this conversation with me, come outside. Give you a wobble. There's Ryan.
You just said Van Dijk at the moment is not the best centre back at your club.
Ryan.
That's what you just said.
I hope your apology is as loud as the nonsense you were trying to
speak about. He, as Peter called him, he's a New Testament Salah fan. I don't want to hear from you. Salah ain't got tech.
No, I don't ever want to hear Salah in any conversation with him.
No. Because this guy
this man is on smoke this year.
This is the same Salah that Ryan said has no technical ability. He's got no tech. He's not good.
In back-to-back weeks has scored identical goals. Back-to-back weeks.
The goal he scored against Watford was a banger still. The piece of skill initially to get away.
Yeah, but this is the man that backed it up because the week before he did the exact same thing against Manchester City. Not just any team. Manchester City, everyone was like, oh, it's Watford. Right then, what about the week before when he did it against it? When we think to over Rodri's leg, played the unbelievable free ball to Mane, and then exactly the same thing. And this is the other thing, right? I'm sick to death of seeing this. Salah and Mane hate each other. Did you see
the way they hugged each other?
Pass? No, but did you not see
Salah's pass for the first goal was quality?
But did you not see
celebration?
Yeah, did you not see what Mane said?
Now, what did he say? I didn't hear what he said. No,
he called him king.
Was that what
he went my king as he was running up to him. They don't hate each other. They're just competitive.
See, that's how you should greet me when you see me, but we move. Go on.
You definitely ain't no king.
This guy.
Once a jester sat next to me, you know.
I can't be a jester.
Anyway,
look at this guy.
As I was saying, there's no debate. Salah's the best player in the league at the minute. He's the best player in the world at the minute. He is on unbelievable form and he is about to sign his Liverpool contract. And long may that his form continue. Because let me tell you about this contract. It's record breaking for Liverpool.
Talk about it.
It's 375 to 400 grand a week on bonuses and stuff like that. He deserves it. This man's scoring record is absolutely insane. Honestly, he deserves it because he is the perfect example how footballers should act off the pitch. He looks after his body. He's in prime condition. This man could play till he's similar to Ronaldo. That kind of age. He really looks after himself. And he just doesn't look like he's slowing down. He's getting better and better. That's the scary thing. For him to do that against Watford, the week after he's done that against Manchester City, listen, right, just off topic a bit, I beg Sky Sports or BT Sport sign Peter Drury as your commentator. He is the best commentator, honestly. Have you heard it?
No, I've not heard it, no.
Oh, I need to show you this clip. Peter Drury is the best commentator, right? And he basically, as Salah's going through, he's like, there's no way you can do it again, surely. It stops. He's like, oh, he's done it again. I couldn't believe it when I witnessed it.
He said, Ryan says, which of the two goals is better? Stroke for me, it's the one against City. I think the one against City was better.
Yeah,
not taken away from the one against Watford because it was.
But that's two back-to-back goal of the season contenders.
They're both in the conversation for goal of the season. Like if there's 10 better goals than that this season, we are in for one hell of a treat.
And I don't think you'll find a better assist than his Mane one.
Now you get a better assist than that.
Nah, that assist was
it was very good. Well, Pogba's in the opening day was better. It was better.
But anyway, as I was saying, all the Mane haters come outside. Everyone, every man was trying to tell me that he was washed. This man's done.
Hey, Ryan, he said basically, Ryan, he's talking to you, innit? Look in the camera, you're talking. Ryan, we need you here, actually. We're going to bring you on.
Oh.
Because you're not going to have that out.
So Mane is done, yeah?
That's what he was saying. He has me defending Liverpool players.
Mane is done, yeah? Right,
people are calling him, you say Mane's been washed.
Let me just...
And now he said Matip is the best centre-back in the league at the moment.
Matip is one of the best
centre-backs. We got to drug test Ryan, you know. Before he comes in, we need to drug test.
Did you see Van Dijk? Did you see what he did, though?
What did Van Dijk do?
When the ball gets clipped over the top and it's against Dennis and he's not even looking and he just goes like this, he just flicks it back, turns around and just spins it, passes it out. It's like, nah, this guy's on different levels. Right, look, just wait there a second. So these men are done, yeah? So Liverpool have got 3 players in the top 5 goals this season.
Okay.
Obviously, Firmino after his hat-trick, which is something I want to come on to, Mane and Salah. Mane's on 5 goals. This man's done, yeah? Have you... that finish was an unbelievable finish. He's took that so well. But his overall gameplay, I said this before. I said this when I seen him in pre-season. Go back and watch these shows. I said Mane looks like a different player this season.
You mentioned the crowd making a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just Trent just come back from injury. I'm not going to say what tweet I seen from Adam Rose. Salute to Adam Rose. I'm obviously a funny comedian.
Like hilarious
one of the best comedians in the UK and obviously a massive Liverpool fan. Salute. His tweet had me in tears. Trent just all over the place, all over Vicarage Road. He was balling out.
Yeah, he was, but I could have done with a goal or assist for him if you're going to win 5. I was thinking from a fantasy Premier League standpoint. That's what it is, people.
But Naby Keita, Milner, and Henderson.
Very good. Used what? With all jokes aside, Liverpool were exceptional.
Yeah, like
I was very and it pains me to admit, I've been very impressed with you at points when I've watched you this season.
But not even that. It's like Firmino
play very well. Hat-trick play very well.
But then not just that. You then bring Trent off. You then put Nico Williams on at right back. He sent Danny Rose to the shop.
Yeah, Danny Rose just had a bad game. He had a bad day.
He had a bad day.
But Salah can do that to anyone. So that's why I'm not going to get on
Nico Williams.
Flawless, we're going to a 5 at the back. Who's going to a 5? United going to a 5 at the back?
Yeah, against Liverpool, you go to a 5 at the back.
We might actually get a result.
Because you will try and cut off.
We ain't getting a result. It don't matter. I was going to say, I think a back 5
it would be the most Manchester United thing to do to nick a draw or to nick a result because
if you don't beat us, you're not winning the league title. That's the I'm just putting it.
We've not beat you at Old Trafford and we've still won the league title.
No. But I'm saying specifically this season because of how bad we are.
No, forget that. It's Old Trafford. We are historically terrible at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
we've had 5 wins at Old Trafford in the past 15 years.
Yeah, because we was on job and you lot weren't all that. But
there's been times where we were all that and we were still terrible at Old Trafford. There's some mad voodoo.
But that's the same for Aston Villa. Their record at Old Trafford is worse than yours. And they came on. They came and won.
Yeah, but it's Aston Villa. You know the atmosphere is completely different when Liverpool come to town.
Wait until Salah sticks on top bins. That'll soon die.
It won't.
I'm saying
I will be
if
outside.
You lot don't, if you lot do not come
Old Trafford
and do the job that you are made to do in the universe, it's on you lot. You lot come.
I will be swinging my shirt everywhere.
You lot got
Salah, you know.
I'll be joining you because this manager will be gone. That's what I'm waiting on. Do I want Liverpool to win? Don't get it mistaken. Absolutely not. No. What I'm saying is that is the platinum lining if they come and do what they're supposed to. I've been on the other side, and when United have been on top and Liverpool haven't been good and Anfield's a tough place to come, I get that. But these players have gone.
Yeah. No,
I'm telling you now, the players have gone. This isn't like last season and not last season, the season before when I think we drew 0-0, or was it 1-1 when Lallana scored late?
1-1. It was 1-1.
It's not like that. The players have gone. Ronaldo's unhappy. Rashford Camp's unhappy. Pogba's unhappy. Donny already doesn't like him. I'm saying, like, the team's gone. So I'm telling you.
Before I forget, as I was saying, and I forgot what I was saying.
Talking about Liverpool, Naby Keita, James Milner.
No, it was something well past that.
Mane. Talking about Mane.
No, I'll come back to it.
It's cool. No stress. But yeah, on to Watford. Because I see a funny clip. Was it Watford? Is that where he was going to go? I see Ben Foster posted up.
No, there's two things. There's two.
Before you go, let me just get this funny thing off and then you can go into it. Like, so his Ben Foster posted up his fantasy Premier League team because he's in this YouTube space. And Watford fans are very, very unhappy with Ben Foster. And Stroll's going to get into that. But he posted up his fantasy Premier League team. Not only did he have Salah in it, Salah's his captain. And then Salah went and scored. I don't think professional Premier League players should have fantasy Premier League teams. I think that's bad.
He had him as captain.
He had his captain. He did a me. Like most. If Salah's not your captain in FPL, I don't know what you're doing, by the way.
Yeah. Unless you're a Premier League footballer that's playing against him that week as a goalkeeper as well.
You don't. You don't.
And then to make it worse, yeah.
Talk about it.
So, UFC star, UK MMA star, Paddy Pimblett. So, for those that don't know, Paddy's a ex-Cage Warriors champion, Scouser through and through, massive Liverpool fan. Made his UFC debut and was phenomenal. He's touted as the next Conor McGregor. The promotion are really going to push him. In his interview afterwards, when they were talking about, did you know you were going to get the KO? He's like, of course I did. I don't do inputs and babies. I do absolutes. Obviously, it was like salute to James he was on Redman.
Big up James Redman, man.
Big up James, man. So, love that guy always. And then I then see Paddy's Instagram as I'm on my way home from my football, and it's just been kicked out of Vicarage Road, and I was just like, why? And basically Ben Foster has managed to get him and a few of his mates tickets. Issue is Ben Foster plays for Watford, so any tickets that he gets them are in the Watford end.
Yep.
Now Paddy is handy, so when Liverpool score, Paddy's the first one up.
Oh, that is. I didn't know he was a.
He's a Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
And him and his mates, who Ben Foster has got tickets for, are all celebrating in the Watford end. So Watford fans are already annoyed. Actually, I need to know the timeline. I need to know what happened first. Was it the Paddy Pimblett stuff, then the fantasy football stuff?
No, I think the fantasy football stuff came out afterwards, I believe.
Yeah, so the Paddy Pimblett stuff first, and then it's topped up with the fantasy football. It's just like, and I've seen so many like, look, enough's enough. He needs to go. Enough's enough. I'm getting sick to death for this. The channel needs to go. It's not good for Watford.
On top of that, he's already admitted and already said that he's leaving Watford at the end of the season.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so I already know his plan because he had Spencer. So for those that don't know, Spencer's obviously #United. Phenomenal job that he's done with hashtag in terms of making him they have more views than half of the Premier League teams, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy. So basically, Ben Foster said to Spencer when he was on his podcast, this is my plan. I want to go to America for a year and then I want to play for #United in a non-league for a season. He's already got this planned.
Yeah, Watford fans are up in arms, and rightfully so. I understand.
Listen, if my goalkeeper was getting tickets
for someone for the ops
from the opposite team,
and
then they're celebrating in your way, and then you get kids. That's bad enough it is, but then you have the nerve to post your fantasy football, and you've got their best player as the captain of your fantasy team.
Read the room, man.
Have a word with yourself.
Read the room. Yeah, it's
just, don't get me wrong. I find the Ben Foster's channel fascinating because he talks openly about England and how the pay structure works. He talks openly about dressing rooms and some of the stories when he had Troy Deeney on. Now, I don't. If you've not seen that episode, you need to go watch.
Yeah, I do need to go watch it because Troy Deeney's always the content's always good. And Troy Deeney's involved because he's very, very.
Because he's basically go off tangent a bit. He tells a story about how Troy Deeney's obviously the man in the Watford dressing room, and basically how he had to calm Ben Foster down because Ben Foster just lost his head because he had Andre Gray and Will Hughes winding him up specifically about a goal he conceded, and he was like, "I've never seen it." He was so childish. I've never seen anyone spit the dummy out like that. But the story is so funny and fascinating. Like, I don't mind hearing stuff like that, but it doesn't directly affect me. If I was a Watford fan, I would be so mad right now. Because it's embarrassing.
Because you're in an uphill battle. Because you're battling relegation. You're in an uphill battle constantly. If you're being successful, that's how it works. If you're being successful and getting results, people allow that there's more allowance for things off the field. Like when you're in the championship and they're winning more games than they're losing.
Actually, sorry to interrupt. This is the point.
Come on.
What?
Talk about it.
So Liverpool started a series called Wingmen, right? Which was basically Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold in a car, driving around, talking, doing competitions, doing forfeits. So if you lost, you did a quiz, and if you lost, you had to do a forfeit. Now, one of the forfeits was Trent had to do a voice note, trying to inspire everyone in the group chat. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. like because you've got Hendo in the back as well because they pick him up. It was horrendous. Then they talk openly about like the players and like he's got like it's funny. Then yeah, season 2 starts. So you had the 8th episode. I'm thinking season 2 decent. Starts with Randy Robertson. I'm thinking I'm like, wait, this isn't on Liverpool's channel. What's going on here? KFC. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And then at the end of it, they go, and we're going to pass it over. Next week, you've got Jesse Lingard and Bruno Fernandes. How have Liverpool allowed this to be passed over to other teams? We started this.
Yeah, man. You lot started it and then gave it out to the rest of the Premier League.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is content like that, fans love.
Yes.
Bringing it back full circle. That isn't it.
No. Not when you're battling relegate. When you're not being successful, people don't want to hear from you like that. And we're not saying you shouldn't post, but it's the football-related things. That's what it is. Like, I think it was, who was it? I think it was Flex. He was going to have an interview with, what's the Dutch fullback? I always struggle to pronounce his name. He was at Palace left back. Yeah, that's it. And I think Flex said he was going to have him on one week. Palace lost, so he didn't come on. And then the next week they won and he had him on. Read the room.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's like I've watched a couple of his videos and it's like he's at Watford's training camp.
Yeah.
Doing FIFA. Yeah. And he rings Will Hughes, who's now at Crystal Palace. On the video.
What did he ring him for? Just randomly?
Yeah, just to talk about his FIFA rating. He's no longer at Watford.
Yeah, keep it. Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
I like Ben Foster, I really do, but it's just like, I can understand why Watford fans are really, really annoyed.
Yeah. Watford fans have been very, and rightfully so. If we're struggling, that I understand that.
I've just remembered what I was trying to remember before.
Go on, let's go.
And it wasn't Watford stuff. What was it? Keep underestimating Liverpool. Keep letting us be the underdogs.
I will do.
Please do.
100%. And then when you don't win the league title, I'll be here saying, yeah, very good side, but you won't win the league title.
Underdogs just
it's good, isn't it? You take that underdog tag.
I'm happy.
I'm saying because you're gonna be underneath the top 2. That's where you start finishing.
You know what you're gonna be underneath? Solskjaer's leadership.
Hey. That's too far. You know what I'm saying? He's all well and good, funny Joe. This guy always got to bring a gun to a knife fight. Nah, wait till we get a new. I'm on smoke. The day we get a good manager, which will happen. I am on the most smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in probably in the full kit, fam. I'm gonna buy the socks and the shorts, shin pads, the whole 9. You know what I'm saying?
I genuinely don't want to like burst your bubble, but as things stand, Solskjaer's position at Manchester United is 100% secure.
No,
he signed a contract until 2024 with an option of a further year. In 2021, you've got another 4 years or so.
You know what's crazy is someone quote tweeted that or seen it on Twitter. And you know the same thing happened to Mourinho. Signed a new deal, had a 2-3 year new deal. All these reports were coming out saying, "Oh, they back the manager." Anytime a manager's being backed,
can I just say
that he's being under pressure.
I am slightly worried because the team that got Mourinho sacked was Liverpool that game.
It's deja vu.
Lo and behold, we're now.
And even if he loses to you lot and he survives, we still have City, Chelsea, and Arsenal, and Atalanta back to back, and Villarreal in that, and Watford, and Spurs. So he's not making it. I said this from the jump. He's not making it through this run. He can scam 3, 4, 5 games, not 10, not 7 Premier League games. No chance. And we started it off worse. Show is over. Because when we dropping down the table, where are we at now? 6th, 7th? I think it's 6th. If Arsenal win tonight, they're a point behind us. Not sure about Palace, but they'll close the gap on us. The show is over. I'm telling you. And then when we get a good manager, we back. I'm saying when Zidane comes in, or Conte, or Ten, or whatever manager they get, even if it's Carrick and feeling, we back. 100%. No matter who it is, just not being under his stewardship. They'll just
Carrick
vibes
and
it.
Feeling, no.
Even Carrick and feeling.
Come on, that's a bit.
No. Carrick and feeling. When I say we back, I'm just talking on the vibes, fam.
Oh,
I'll go into games confident. We'll play young boys. No. I'm not talking Premier League champ. No.
Carrick and feeling.
No. Carrick and feeling. What I'm saying is, we'll be playing young boys at home, and I'll actually think we can get a win. I'll actually look forward to watching games again, just because I'm like, we've been freed from the shackles. That is Ollie tax. The heftiest tax. I've been taxed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that I had to pay Twitch tax, YouTube tax. You know what I'm saying? Council tax, VAT tax. Ollie tax is the heftiest tax ever in life.
Who's got the most goals so far in the Premier League?
Who?
Also 22.
No surprise, to be honest.
I swear we conceded like the Leicester, the least as well.
And you're still not top of the table. That tells you all you need to know, man. Tells you all you need to know. I'm just saying. Who's your next game, by the way? Oh, yeah, it's us. Yeah. See that I'm trying to feel. Oh, that's 3 points. Anyhow, you lot don't beat us. Anyhow. Oh, yeah, I know. Keep us posted in the chat as well about the Arsenal Crystal Palace result. Where do you want to go to next? Chelsea Brentford? Did you watch it? I didn't watch it live. I only caught the highlights.
I watched it.
And I heard that Brentford were very good and Mendy was very good. That's what I got. Like Brentford, if Brentford would have got something from the game, Chelsea couldn't have argued.
How can I put this? What I seen from the game is Chelsea were very, very, very lucky to escape there with 3 points. Mendy, I've said this about Mendy since they signed him. He is an unbelievable shot stopper. He is just not an overall world-class goalkeeper. As a shot stopper, though, he's top 3 in the league.
You think he's best goalkeeper on form in the league right now?
No.
Who do you think he is? Asking our interest because this conversation sparked up. You don't think he's the best keeper on, not the best overall, the best on form?
Oh, the best on form.
Yeah, currently in the league right now. Who rivals him?
Ederson.
Okay.
Alisson. Especially after the Manchester City game. Alisson was ridiculous in that game.
Yeah, he had Matip in front of him making mistakes. Yeah, I remember.
They're the top 3.
Okay.
But honestly, it's just...
Do you say De Gea has been incredible? I can't forget De Gea. In terms of on form.
Yeah,
in terms of form.
Like that, I'll go back to it. That Yuri Tillman save.
Yeah. And it was the one against Wolves that he saved from point blank range.
There's a few of him where he's really got you out of it. But Mendy, what a performance. That is why you signed a goalkeeper to get rid of Kepa.
Yeah.
That game just summed everything up. And I said this about Chelsea. They didn't look great against Southampton. And there was worrying signs there. I don't think Lukaku and Werner work as a 2.
They don't.
No, they just don't.
Werner just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work as a 2.
Werner doesn't work.
Now, Lukaku and...
He's trying to... The thing is, I think that's what Tuchel is trying to figure out. Because again, what we have to remember is this isn't his team.
Yeah, I agree. But however, it was... Brentford are a great side. Like I said, Brentford would pick teams up or pick points up against.
You did say
teams.
you've been calling about Brentford for the longest. I agree.
And
no, I agree. I have to tell you, Arsenal are 1-0 up as well.
Now, here's the thing: they picked up a point against us, and rightfully so. I thought they were excellent, and they were excellent Saturday, and they were very unlucky. I can't stress how unlucky they were not to pick up a point from that game, but. There's just something that's missing at the minute for Chelsea, and I can't put my finger on it. I said it last week.
No, it's the attacking spot. That's what's missing. They don't have the connect. Like when I talk to Chelsea fans who are, even though they're biased and they'll run jokes, they'll tell you the problems that they have. The problems they have is the attacking areas. The wing backs is a problem for them in terms of an attacking sense. And even though Chilwell scored, just in general, I'm talking about, and the 2 behind Lukaku or the 1 with Lukaku. That's why he played Ruben Loftus-Cheek in that game. I heard Ruben Loftus-Cheek because they'll offer something more going forward. So yeah, that's the problem.
It was Aubameyang as well.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's. I just they need to find that attacking spark because Brentford created chances they were creating chances for fun at some point, and it was so unlike Chelsea, and that was what was worrying me. I was just like,
bear in mind though. They did have probably had their 2 best centre-backs missing.
Yeah, but
Rudiger and Silva.
Oh, amazing. Suddenly you lose centre-backs and suddenly you start conceding chances.
Yeah, it's mad. You know what I'm saying? And if they start losing 6 games at home and get at the bridge, I'd be like, I understand.
Yeah, but they can't use that. They've got the 2 best centre-backs. Like, they can't use that as an excuse.
They won. They didn't lose 6 at home to Brighton, Burnley and Fulham and them, man, did they? So, until that happens, then that's when we'll have that discussion.
And we went on Liverpool have got the longest unbeaten one in the Premier League. What are you talking about? Which included having Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at centre back against Manchester United.
It's Klopp's magic, man. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
that's Ollie's tax.
Can we please talk about for those of you that don't know, I got a bit of stick on WhatsApp over the weekend.
Talk about it. He did.
About
interception. Very well intercepted.
About my comments regarding a certain team.
Here he goes. So he's hating, man.
So I'd like to take my time to apologize.
Tell the people what has happened. We're gonna have that person on the show.
Oh yeah, no. So basically, it's for those of you that watch this show knows I notoriously don't like Burnley. And funnily enough, I've got a best mate who's actually a Burnley fan. Weird. But he then seen the replay of the show, decided to send me a minute long.
Talking about you, I just want to put it out there to your brethren who's seen that I had no parts in it. Go on, carry on.
But yeah, basically sent me a minute long voice note calling me every single name under the sun.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. That's despite the Burnley stuff. You just deserve abuse, but go on, carry on.
Telling me to shove it left, right, and centre. Yeah, he was not very happy. So, as I said, I would like to take this time to apologise to absolutely nobody. Conor McGregor style. Big arm swinging and stuff like that. Burnley are getting relegated 2-0. They were lucky it wasn't 5 or 6. If Manchester City had a striker, that would have been double digits.
Perhaps
That would have been 10.
Shout out to everyone who put City players in their fantasy Premier League team thinking City would smash Burnley.
Yeah, I didn't do that. 10. Honestly, Burnley are in some serious trouble. Like, real trouble. Their only saving grace is the fact that Steve Bruce is still at Newcastle.
Yeah, but I think they'll sack him and they'll go again in January.
But honestly, Burnley are in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
It's really worrying for them. It's not looking good.
They are. Like I said, when you draw at home to Norwich, that's when I was like, he's got fuel to what he's saying. That fuel's been poured on the fire. You've backed up, your argument's been backed up.
Yeah, but I called this before a ball was kicked before pre-season because I knew that Burnley were going through some bad problems in terms of the ownership, in terms of the fact that they had to re-sign Aaron Lennon, which went under the radar. But the whole reason they had to re-sign him because he didn't have the funds to go and get anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a left back from Lyon, who looks like a good player, but they don't need a left back. What do they need? They need more depth.
Right.
So they're just spending in the wrong areas. I just think that's a poor move from Sean Dyche. And then you just look at him and it's just like,
yeah, no Pen Conrad. I'm watching the Arsenal Palace game.
Teams are now used to Burnley, how they play, how they set up. Yeah. And listen, this isn't me trying to have a dig at Sean Dyche, but this is where as a manager, you're tested because you have to adapt and you have to overcome it and you have to change. And he's refusing to change, and that's on him. And I just think that Burnley are it. Yeah.
I think Newcastle, now Newcastle got that takeover, I think they're out of it.
I think I would be so surprised. Listen, right? If Burnley don't get relegated this season, I will sit on here in a Burnley shirt.
Wait, hold on. What?
That is how confident I am.
Aye, wait. Say that. Wait. Say that again.
If Burnley...
Look in the camera and say that. I feel like to film this.
If Burnley don't get relegated, I will sit on here wearing a Burnley shirt for a show.
Okay. All right. We're going to see, innit? We're going to see.
Oh, please don't.
Look at this. Famous words, you know. When people say them things, always come back to bite you and that. Yeah. Same way with my boy Zeno on Man United. And the next 7 games, he said we get 12 from the 21. I said 6. So what it was, if United get single figures or less from our 7 games, he has to sing goalies at the wheel. If we get 15 points or more, I have to sing goalies at the wheel. So I don't know where he thinks we're getting 5 wins from 6, but we move. Well, as I was saying, so you will sit on here in a Burnley shirt if Burnley do not get relegated this season. Yeah. That is confidence still.
Because I called this before any ball was kicked. Yeah. Because I know, like I said, I know what's going on at Burnley. The fact that it's the Aaron Lennon one. Wow, I'm so surprised that's gone under the radar. And the reasons why it's gone under the radar. He left. They had to re-sign him for him. He was then... Was he released from a Turkish club? He's then come back because they can't afford to get anyone else. They are in a bad way. So, yeah. Bye-bye.
Mazel.
So, yeah, the joys.
The joys. All right, so that. And City, before we move off of them, routine home win as expected. They're keeping pace. They look like a good... I've been very impressed with them. As much as I've been impressed with Liverpool, I've been impressed with City as much as it pains me to admit it. They have been very good. I watched them away at Anfield. I watched them away at PSG, even though they lost, the performance was good. They look like they got a point to prove type of thing. Yeah, they were being written off because of the no striker thing, the whole Harry Kane thing. Be very concerned, but we're in for a very interesting title race. That's what I'd say between City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Have surprised me in terms of them being this close, but yeah, we'll see. All right, what result do you want to go to next? As we discussed Leicester United, Tottenham, Newcastle. decent, good first half.
Can I just say, before we do anything, I give this man so much stick.
Forget there's so much stick. Thank God that the fan was okay. You had the heart attack in the stands and they had to use the defibrillator on him and take him to the hospital. So, like, yes, thank God the fan is okay. Big up to everybody who helped that fan and was like spot on it.
Speaking of everyone that helps this fan, Eric Dyer is the man I was alluding to. What he did in such a short space of time, you seen him run over to whoever it was who had the defibrillator and he's screaming at him and he's pointing and he sends him over. Just the quick thinking of him, Regulon.
Yes.
The nurses that were, I think there was 2 nurses that were in the crowd who helped out.
There was 2 people from the NHS. They said, I didn't know it was nurses though.
And then obviously you've got the team doctors. Yeah, it's crazy. Life is so short and you can never take anything for granted. I mean, this man went to a football game and nearly didn't come home.
Facts.
And it's thank the Lord that he's in a stable condition. He was looked after and treated as soon as he was. I enjoyed the game.
I did. The first half was very good.
How dare you not playing Ndombele?
Baller. He's a baller,
man. You? Did you
He's just entertaining to watch the skill in the corner. You're talking about the skill in the corner that he did. What are you talking about in particular?
Man literally said, Harry Maguire, hold my beer.
Man, the skill in the corner. Like, well, he does that though. He did it. It was in the European Super Conference. You know what I'm saying? Nonsense league. Yes, that. Well, he did a piece of skill and I was like, this is ridiculous.
How dare you not play Ndombele?
Yeah. But the first half was good. Newcastle were the better side in the first few minutes. And obviously they took the lead as well. Spurs were terrible.
What a header from Wilson that is, by the way.
I thought he was going to say what a header from Eric Dyer. I was going to say hit his knee.
No, I was coming on to that. Guy took the joke, you know.
Go on.
Yeah, what a header from Wilson that is. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Harry Kane finished.
Wait a minute. Prime Leicester that.
Leicester. Talk about it. Stroll, you've been clipped. Did you clip him? Prime, please make sure you clip it and send it to me, please. Did you actually clip that, Prime?
Well, Philosophy is just upset, right? Because I caught him with a clip this week.
What clip did you catch me with? You can't catch me with no clip. What do you mean?
It was the one where it was just like, yeah, we love volleyball.
It was just jokes. Yeah, anytime, whatever, man.
But yeah, Did you see the atmosphere?
Rocking. Obviously, I'm watching on mute because I didn't watch along. But I guess that you talk about it.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Yeah, it is not a good sign at all.
I told you.
It's just everything was aligning. They score early. You then see you pan to the consortium and they're all celebrating, hugging. I'm just like, this is not a good sign. The atmosphere, absolutely electric. Yeah, they are. The sleeping giant has been awoken. That is not good.
It's not because they're hype. I said it before. I'll say it. They are Manchester City 2.0. They are Manchester City Super Saiyan. They are Manchester City on steads. And they will get rid of the manager if they're looking like they'll be in a relegation battle, which if they're still in trouble in January, they're just going to spend a few players.
Going after?
If it's Frank Lampard, I can't believe that. Who
Gerrard?
That is ridiculous. Don't go and get Gerrard for this. You don't do that. If you're looking at project manager, you go get Graham Potter.
The man is a title winner.
So was Claudio Ranieri. You won't get him.
For Newcastle?
No. What? There's better options. Let's cut it out, man. There's better options.
You want to wait? Come on.
You telling me Gerrard is top 5 options for Newcastle?
No.
That's my point.
I'm saying Claudio Ranieri is a great option.
No, I don't think so. For them, no. For Watford, yeah. For what Watford are trying, Ranieri, no. If you're doing it depends. There's 2 ways to look at it. You either go with the manager to win. There's either to go with the manager who wins now, or you can go to a manager to build something for a project.
There is one man on earth I do not want anywhere near that Newcastle job. And I said this last week and we'll repeat it again. Rafa Benitez.
You don't?
You stay at Everton.
Cross, lay it off, strike. Straight around.
Stay at Everton. I'd much rather you stayed at Everton.
I don't want to see Graham Potter. I don't want any quality manager to go there. They're a problem.
But specifically, Rafa Benitez is loved by Newcastle fans.
They do actually.
Benitez is the kind of man that would go back because I know Benitez. He's always looking for that next step. He's always looking for that something bigger. Benitez has never had big funds to spend.
Facts.
And look at the jobs that he's done. Oh, that is not good.
It's not.
Honestly,
I don't want to see
he
Benitez.
has to
I don't
stay
want to
where
see
he is.
Conte.
Although,
I don't want to see Graham Potter.
saying that, imagine the banter. Ancelotti leaves him to go Real Madrid. You then get Benitez replacing and he leaves him to go Newcastle. Imagine the banter.
Look at you just sticking the knife in Everton fans. How he's a petty guy, you know.
Oh, I'd love it.
I know you would. Look at the smart,
Fuck,
the thought of it.
it'd be
It even
great.
happened. Look at this
It'd
guy.
be great. But Harry Kane finally scored a Premier League goal.
Quality finish. You know, same amount of goals as Fred this season. You know what I'm saying? I've seen someone post. Someone put it in the chat. I was dying. But yeah, where was we at? Sorry, I was just thinking about to the comment section. Like the comment section on Sarcasm City TV is goated. When someone called Mason Mount the Heathrow Henderson, I died, yo. I died, yo. I know that's your man's, but yo, everybody gets it. But where was we at? Quality goal though. The goal from Harry Kane, quality. To do that, to love the keeper.
One. What a finish.
Yeah, Ndombele is just a quality player though. I can't believe he's not been getting into that team.
I
don't get it. It is baffling.
I can't wrap my head around it.
It is baffling.
That man has the ability to be Yaya Toure 2014, 2013 or 2012, 2013. He was unplayable.
You reckon that's Ndombele's?
No, he has the ability. Whether he reaches that or not is a different matter. Yaya Toure was so.
The reason why I don't say that because what Yaya Toure possesses that Ndombele doesn't is not that Ndombele can't carry the ball, but he don't carry it like Yaya Toure. Ndombele is not going to pick up the ball and dribble from the halfway line to the goal line. He'll go past one or two man.
No, but what I'm saying is, when I say about Yaya Toure is when the ball's at Ndombele's feet, it's difficult to get him off the ball.
100%.
It's like Moussa Dembele. I hated playing against Moussa Dembele.
He's a quality player, Moussa Dembele.
He's one of the most, genuinely, not just saying, he's one of the most underrated midfielders I've ever seen in the Premier League.
100%. Yeah.
He was one player I wish Liverpool signed.
Like his how press resistant he was cold.
But like you're just watching Dembele in the corner and it's John Joe Shelby. Come on, man. You should know better by now.
Oh yeah, he got subbed on and got 2 bookings in and
because he snapped in Dembele because Dembele embarrassed him in the corner, right? And then I can't remember who he goes through and he's just like, right, I've got to take him out. Yeah. It was Lucas. It's just, yeah, come on.
John Joe Shelby for you, innit?
That's his Newcastle career done because they've got money now. They ain't putting up with that.
Yeah.
Off to Norwich you go. See you later.
You reckon Norwich are going to pick up John Joe Shelby?
He's got barely bit
all over. Does he go? No, I think he's too techie for Burnley.
Burnley need a techie player.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He don't fit.
I know he don't.
He don't fit. Like,
No,
where does John Joe Shelby fit? This is a good question.
Southampton?
Where does he fit?
Wolves? Nah, because they're too advanced.
Yeah, there's not a Wolves thing. I'm trying to there is a team out there, but I'm trying to let us know in the chat, people.
Swansea?
I'm trying to think. There's surely someone in the Premier League that you're like, yeah, he's a fit for them.
Norwich?
That's not Norwich. I don't know, actually. I might be wrong. I don't think there is any.
But yeah, his Newcastle career is done. Well and truly done.
I don't think there is.
Bye.
Yeah, he's done. All right,
do you know how frustrating it is as well that they've been taken over? Why could the takeover not happen after January transfer window? Just let me go and get St. Maximin.
No, why can't the takeover just not happen to Newcastle?
But like I just want St. Maximin.
Benteke, good save.
Honestly, I was watching St. Maximin again. I was just like, just imagine you in a Liverpool top.
So Benteke rolls it. Sorry, people, I give you updates on the Arsenal Crystal Palace game.
Benteke misses another chance.
Shot from there. That's not an easy chance.
It's Benteke.
Are you always getting on Benteke? Oh yeah, it's because he scored more goals at Anfield against you than he did at Anfield.
It's just terrible. But apart from he scored that absolute worldie out of nowhere against United, which he'll never ever score again. It was just like
that's a world.
Like Andy Carroll when he scored the hat trick against City, he did nothing. It's like how are you going to score a 35-yard volley and score a hat trick in the first game at Anfield against Manchester City and you do nothing again?
Andy Carroll. All right, what result do you want to go to next?
Haha.
I said, haha, go on.
Everton, West Ham.
Again, another game I watched. Gotta give West Ham full credit.
No.
They were very, very, very good. They were very, very.
Let's-
They didn't create much, but the first half specifically, they dominated the ball. Second half, Everton got into it a little bit more, but West Ham were fully deserving of the 3 points.
Let's talk about West Ham's goal, shall we? And
about it.
there's a specific reason I'm coming on to this.
Go on.
I wonder why.
No idea. Go on.
The build-up.
What about it?
What happens in the build-up?
I have to jog my memory.
Jordan Pickford.
Yeah.
Weak. Concedes a corner. Flaps his little T-Rex arms like it's a foul.
Oh, it's when he went for the header with Antonio. Antonio's challenging him, though. There's not much he can do. And it was showing replays. Was it actually a corner to West Ham?
No, they were Everton were kicking off at the fact that it wasn't a foul on Pickford.
Okay, I thought it was kicking off. Because obviously, again, I'm watching on mute. I thought it was trying, when he was slowing it down,
No, it was,
see who came off.
It's just typical Jordan Pickford.
This guy, man. I was on Pickford's case, man.
Because he's terrible. He's genuinely terrible. How this man is England's number one says everything about England. Jordan Pickford. What a guy. Why are you going up for a header with him in the first place?
You had to compete. You can't just let him head the ball.
Jordan Pickford, you know.
I think you're being a bit too harsh on him.
Jordan Pickford. The same Jordan Pickford, I'll never make a mistake like Alisson. Oh no, I'll just try and catch it when he's going over the bar and can see the goal. They
weren't even going over the bar though. It was in the 6-yard box.
What? I'm talking about Origi.
Oh, you talk about Origi. I thought you were talking about the one from the weekend.
2 days after he made that nonsense comment, he makes the biggest mistake that's ever been seen in a derby. It's just Jordan Pickford. Rafa is genuinely looking at Pickford thinking, I cannot wait to replace you.
Yeah, did Ancelotti not bring in the Swedish goalkeeper?
On loan though. That was it.
On loan, okay.
That was always the plan.
Okay.
To get him on loan and then bring in another keeper. But then Ancelotti was like, you know what, I can't deal with Pickford anymore. I'm going to Real Madrid. Just left. This guy. It's true.
I think he just preferred to live in Madrid than he would Merseyside. I don't blame him.
Yeah, because he'll have to see Jordan Pickford.
Even though Merseyside is nice. Shame about the red side, but yeah, it's nice. I do like Liverpool.
Jordan Pickford, what a guy.
All right. But yeah, back to West Ham. Full credit. Quality performance. Not many teams will go there and do that to Everton. Quality. Again, Antonio and Gray let down my fantasy Premier League side, but here we are. Here we are. I'm going to keep reiterating that, people. Next result, Straw, what are you saying? I am watching the game, people. I'm not being unprofessional here.
This was a goodie. Aston Villa Wolves.
Talk about it. I only seen highlights. I'll let you land on it first.
Entertaining game.
Surprising because you know,
entertaining game.
Wolves finally that's a great result for them. It's a fantastic result. I think I picked Villa to win.
Oh, it's a massive result. Neves in the last minute. Connor Cody coming up with a goal. Captain's performance. They were on the ropes at one point, Wolves as well. Like they looked down and out. So obviously Danny Ings puts them 1-0 up. Then they go 2-0 up. Then obviously you've got Size. Was it Size?
Only seen highlights and my memory's terrible.
Might have been Size. Then Connor Cody scores in like the 87th something minute.
Yeah.
And then like literally in the dying minutes of the game, Ruben Neves comes up with a winner. What an end. And yeah, Wolves were on the ropes at one point. What character they shown. What a comeback. Great result for them. That could really kickstart their season. And I think they needed something like that. But I fully enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
It looked like a good game. One of them that's one of them you look at and you go, I should have watched along for that because you know it would have been entertaining.
Oh yeah, that would have been very entertaining. It was an entertaining game.
So do you reckon it's now kickstart like Wolves on that run? You reckon this kickstarts them? What does this mean for Villa as well? They'll look at that like that's a disappointing loss.
It's a disappointing loss, but Villa need more.
Talk about it. Leon Bailey's not back fit though, is he?
No, but I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking defensively. Matty Cash, I've preached about Matty Cash before he even kicked
the Polish Jack Grealish, man.
Before he even kicked a ball in the Premier League, I told you that this man would be an international football player. Lo and behold. These really need to look at centre back.
Well, Mings not good enough.
No, I've said this from the jump. Mings is nowhere near good enough.
You don't want to see Mings in Pickford for England?
Absolutely not. No. I'd rather see. No, honestly, no. I can't even say what I was about to say on radio. Definitely not. But
in this game, it was Mings and who? It Who was the other centre back with him?
Conter, I think.
Was it
I like
Conte?
Conter.
Okay.
Conter's got a lot of ability.
Oh,
I
Villa
like,
sometimes they played in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Back three in the past.
yeah, he played like Mings, Twanzebe was there.
Yes, that's it. Axel. That's it.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can do that with Axel. Axel's a good player. He's better than Mings.
Is he better than Mings?
Yeah, I don't rate Mings whatsoever. I've never rated
You're not a
Mings.
fan of Mings.
No, never rated.
You don't
Mings.
rate someone. You really don't rate them.
Because he's just overhyped.
Hmm.
Like, so yeah, I think they need to get a centre back. They really need to get a centre back. Here, you know what? If I was Aston Villa, do you know what I'd generally do? I'd go get Tarkowski.
Really?
They need that kind of no nonsense centre back. He would complement Konsa.
Go get Tarkowski.
Yeah, I'd go get a player like that, a centre back like that. Premier League proving. Still what? 26, 27?
You're doing the Lampard thing.
Burnley are getting relegated. How was it a Lampard thing?
Because he wanted Tarkowski at Chelsea.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did, man. He wanted Tarkowski and Declan Rice.
I'm talking about Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'm just saying, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's why I said the Lampard
Yeah,
thing.
but you can get away with Tarkowski going to Aston Villa. Tarkowski to Chelsea.
Boy,
And a sack
shoot.
him just for that.
Ah, man's put it over the bar, man. Gotta do better there.
Tarkowski at Chelsea. You know?
Yeah, you're trying to sign Tarkowski, Declan
Ooh,
Rice.
speaking of
Henderson.
Declan Rice, have you seen what the Athletic have reported?
I did see that, but before we get into that, Prime hit the nail on the head. Actually, John Joe Shelby at Leeds. That's the one.
No, it's not.
That could happen.
No,
He fits that. They're all attack.
No, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Him
I
and Calvin
would-
Phillips in the middle holding it down.
Don't ever disrespect Calvin Phillips like that again.
This guy. Forgot you're the Calvin Phillips fan club. My bad. You are the
He won England's
you
Player
are the
of the Year
KFC, man.
award.
The Calvin fan club over here, innit? I forgot, innit?
You have no idea how much
I think he's good.
technical ability that kid's got.
I think he's good. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying you're a massive fan of him.
I am a massive fan
I
of
know
him.
you're the Calvin Phillips fan club. It's okay, man.
Absolutely not. There's no
Yeah.
way John Joe Shelby walks anywhere near that Leeds team.
Nah, I'm saying with him in addition.
Absolutely not. No.
He fits that. Prime, I
He
get what
does
you're
not-
saying.
He does not fit that prime.
Right.
Stop talking nonsense.
I did see that. Rice to City. Can't see it.
I can.
Why? Go on. More hope. You want him to get. That's the Liverpool side in you.
Why would I want them to get Declan Rice? I think Declan Rice under the right kind of manager could turn into something really, really good, which worries me. They need a player like that. Rodri's not got the legs. Rodri's very good.
That's my point. They go and get a fair. To me, Rice is not the same profile or type. Forget levels. He's not the same type of DM as Fernandinho.
No, it's not. He's got
So why
the
not go
legs,
get Fernandinho? That's what I'm saying. Like, why not go and get a same profile and type?
Because
I don't think- I think
name
go
me
on.
one defensive midfielder that's got a similar type to Fernandinho in the world. I can name you him right now.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
defo ones out there. That's my point. Basuma's more of a
but Basuma's going through.
yeah. He's going through what he's going through. Yeah, obviously we can't talk about that. But my point is, he's more of that type. That's my point.
There's one in the Premier League that stands out, but he's at
Go on.
Liverpool.
Fabinho.
Yeah.
Like, there's options. I'm just saying for the price Rice's.
If I was
For the
City,
price of Rice,
listen, I hope Manchester City don't watch this. If I was City, I'd go get Ndidi.
He fits. Yes,
He'd be the first one I'd go and get.
Yeah. Indeed, he fits.
But I don't know how I feel about Declan Rice going to City. There's part of me that would be worried because it's Pep. However, the same part of me that just thinks, you know what? I don't see Pep being at City for 3-4 years.
He's gone soon, isn't it?
So it'll be interesting to see.
Mm.
But I just wonder what kind of money it like. There's no way West Ham could demand like 80 million for Declan Rice.
That's what it lasts for. That's what it lasts for.
Yeah, but it's Declan Rice.
That lasts for 80 mil. How old are you on side?
Listen,
You on side?
as our brother JV used to say,
Love to JV every time.
was it boiled rice?
Yeah, Declan boiled rice.
Uncle Ben's.
I say Uncle Ben's bangs. I say we got rice at home, man. I don't want this rice. So yeah, if they get him, would Pep make him work in that system? Absolutely. I'm just saying there's cheaper and better options. I don't think Rice is it.
Indeed, is the one.
Yeah, and he'd be cheaper than Rice. You're talking 80, 90 million for Rice. Well, I think he's a good player, by the way. But I don't understand the hype around him like he's exceptional. I think he's good. That's it. Similar to his friend Mount.
Wait,
I think
hold
Mount's
up. Ryan, you are not allowed to discuss any footballing topics ever
What
again.
did he say?
Are you ever try and say that John Joe Shelby is better than Calvin Phillips? This is the same man that sat there and genuinely was disgracing Salah. What planet do you live on? And speaking of Ryan, let's go on to the next topic, shall we? Norwich 0, Brighton 0.
Oh, yeah. Graziano Potterino.
Yeah, got to on Pochettino.
That's a bad result for them. Even though they've had an incredible start, you have to beat Norwich.
Can I just say though, joking aside, Norwich signed Kabak.
Yeah.
Defensively got very much better.
Yeah.
Not conceded very many goals.
And like Virgil van Kabak in it.
That run he made against Burnley was ridiculous. Man went on a Joel Matip run. He's clearly been studying one of the GOATs.
Van Dijk.
Joel Matip is one of my favourite players.
Oh, Joe Q-Tip, as Lewis called him.
Yeah, he needs to calm down with that. Lewis, me and you need words, brother.
Oh yeah, big up to Carefree Lewis, who was on Sky Sports Overlap as well, man.
Yeah,
love to see it.
Love to see that.
Love to see that.
See
people shining.
I got happy when I seen that.
Yeah, genuinely. When he told me about it, I was gassed for him. Because he messaged me when I was on the stream, and he messaged me in typical Lewis fashion. And he said, yeah, go into, what did he say? Go into that toilet bowl or dump of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said. And I said, for what? And then he told me, and I was like, big up. That's what he always does.
Should have sorted a link up for that.
Guy messaged. Nah, he was only earshot.
I know.
I was trying to. But true say, Sky gonna come for you or me soon, fam. Mostly, I'm a bit rowdy, so probably you. I got too much to say for myself. Now, they don't want to hear. They don't want to be hearing about Oli out and that from me. Like, no. Because one of the pundits will say something and I'll just lose it. Like,
imagine.
Imagine Gary Neville trying to defend Oli to me. Or Rance. Or Saeed.
Yeah, that ain't going. Or Aaron.
Or no.
That ain't going down well.
They ain't gonna bring them. They try to bring rowdiness like that.
Actually, can I just say, did you see the Expressions post?
No, I didn't. What is it? I seen he's done something because I seen people, but I didn't check it out.
He's got the money in the brief or money in the bank suitcase.
Yeah.
Opens it up. It's a contract. Expressions has signed to Barstool.
Yeah. Yo, salute to Expressions, man. Love that. Love to see that. Check Barstool coming to pick up what's it called?
Two of the goats.
Coming to pick up 2 of the goats. They picked up Troops. Now Expressions, Barstool, if you're watching, yeah.
Hey, Barstool are clear, man. Like
I love to see that.
You pick them 2 up.
Congrats to X, man.
Love X.
Congrats to X. Love that.
X. Yo.
Love that.
Gangster's Paradise.
Is that what he did? Is that what he did the tune to?
When we were on Saeed's show. And he came on and flamed all of us.
He did. You look like the guy, you sweated like the guy from Gangster's Paradise and that.
Pattern up, fam.
You could have drawn her with an art degree.
Honestly, I watched that clip so much. That is one of my favorite clips ever. We got roasted.
We did. That's why as soon as he came, I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this.
It was Saeed the way he introduced it. It was like, oh, are you ready? And then you just say, listen up, fam.
Jeez.
Love it.
I want JV on the overlap would be great, but they're never inviting us.
Yo, imagine JV on the overlap. Lord,
I'd be like,
he would flame everyone. People underestimate this about JV, yeah.
JV on the overlap.
One, his football knowledge is one of the best that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like his football knowledge is insane. That man is a star, number 100%. 2.
Yes.
Thirdly, he could roast that room.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Like he would say something, and that whole room would be barely laughing. No, and
you know what he'd do with JV fashion? Yeah, like, check this now, yeah. That's what he'd say.
Neville, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like check this now. I don't know, come up with this analogy or something like that.
Like
it was his birthday recently, so happy belated birthday. And I posted the clip that I always post. Any excuse I get. So for those that ain't seen, it's on Aaron's show. So Aaron's there, Stroll's there, I'm there.
You know what's mad? We played Chelsea that night, and it was the one where Trent scored that free kick, right? Yeah. Kaito had just scored, so I just jumped on to celebrate because we were winning the league. And JV comes out with one of the lines of the century. I'll let you carry it on.
So we were talking. So we just got beat. Can't remember to who. Typical United fashion. And it was serious. Like it wasn't a joke. And the JV was like, "What was it? Wow, let me start. I don't want to misquote the great man's words." And he said, and he's like, and he's doing another thing that's annoying me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's doing another thing that's annoying me. Bringing on Igalo in 89 minutes. It's not New Camp. And it's not 1999. Not everyone's gonna get a flick from a sharing.
Because you know what the bad thing is, yeah. When you watch the clip back in it, you can see me trying to pay attention to the game. I clock what he says, and I burst out laughing and put my head down like. Aaron
He was
dies.
serious when he's looking in the camera and he's like, yo.
Aaron loses
He
it. Like
does.
the
He
composure
said-
Aaron shown, it went all the way
It's Newcastle. He's doing my head in. It's not Newcastle, and it's not 1999.
It's the
Yo.
way he
Yeah,
emphasized
1999.
though.
That everyone's gonna get a flick from a Sheringham. Yo, not everyone's gonna get a flick from a Sheringham. It's still to this day. That is one of the greatest like moments I've ever been involved in. Like that is hilarious. Oh, Jesus. Not everyone's gonna get a flick from a Sheringham.
Yeah, man, it was the way he emphasized 1999 though. Honestly, everything about it. Let me try and find this.
Not everyone's gonna get a flick. It's on my gram if you go to it. It's one of the more recent posts. Not everyone's gonna get a flick from a Sheringham. Let's go.
We're gonna get done for copyrights. It's ours, but I need to find it.
Yeah, it's our thing. So we can't. Aaron ain't gonna copyright us. We good. 15 minutes left. We will. You lot get any questions in as well?
It's the handle.
He's gone back to it. What he's doing my head in. Bringing on Igalo on 84 minutes. It's not New Camp and it's 1999, bro. Everyone's not going to put a little flick up from a Sheringham. You know what I mean? This is what this guy thinks, you know.
I die. Keep it going.
By the time you walk up, the match is finished. By the time you warm up, you're ready to do a thing. 84 minutes, the match is done.
I said not everyone's gonna get that flick from Sheringham.
It's true, bro. That's what he thinks. He just thinks everyone's him, bro. That was a lucky. Does he not understand that was a lucky thing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why wait? Make a change. That's what a small-minded manager does for us.
When the second slide.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to the Liverpool Chelsea game that's going on, yeah, and I'm crying. But I'm wiping tears. You're wiping tears. Carlo is calling. Yo, I'm not even United, but I'm dying at this point.
I was dying the whole entire time.
Honestly, yeah, like
No,
this is why JV is one of the GOATs. Like, and I can't stress this enough.
Not everyone's gonna get a flick from a Sheringham, you know. Palace putting it on Arsenal though.
Honestly, that clip is legendary. That is one of my favorite clips ever.
100%. All right, what results do you want to run through next before we go?
That's it. Done everything.
We done our results. No chance have we went through the results that quick. No chance.
Oh, no, Southampton Leeds.
I speak on it. Your boy Bielsa, you get me, and your boy Calvin Phillips struggling. Let's go, Mr. Calvin Phillips fan club. Thoughts? Are they getting ready? Are they going down with Burnley?
No, definitely.
How many games they won this season? Just the one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was against Watford, and that was Cisco tax. So
yeah, 1-3. I mean, 1-1, drew 3.
They in trouble this season.
They're in trouble, but
Yeah.
they'll survive. They'll survive, definitely.
I don't know if that's famous last words. I'm hoping Leeds go
They
down,
will
man.
survive.
That's the one silver lining to the season. Only getting sacked, and if Leeds go down, and they don't come back for a good another 16 or 24, 32 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a dream for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was people that want him back in the prep for what? For them to get taken over. Like, see, because they're like Newcastle.
You know what will happen?
Go on.
They've already been taken over.
No, but I'm saying a Newcastle-esque level takeover is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If they got that, like if they had the City owners or Roman Abramovich.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yes. Nobody in the Premier League is trying to see that, especially me. Like I've said this before. I don't know why bad things happen to great people.
That season where we won the league and Leeds came back up was terrible for you. Like I could see the pain and the struggle.
Yeah, it was. I want to see my rivals doing well. You wants to see that? People act like it's just me. Like you want to see your rivals do well. No, People like, oh, Manchester City, United, both from Manchester.
Don't get me wrong. There was a time where I wanted Liverpool and United to compete for the title because I thought if we're going to win it, I'd love to win it in that fashion. And then I
Nah,
thought
I'm
to
good.
myself, absolutely not.
No.
Because do you understand the stress that would put me through?
Yeah.
No.
Like we've had a title race with you lot, and yeah, I enjoyed it because I knew we'd win the league title, but I still don't want you lot around. And you gave us one of the worst defeats. That's the worst I felt after a good game when you won 4-1 at Old Trafford.
Can we just talk
That's the
about that
worst
for a
thing.
minute? I think that was the last time. Do you when you used to do fan zone?
Yeah.
You used to have to do fans.
I remember.
How punches were never thrown in that, yeah, because that got wild
It
at
did get
times.
wild.
But that game, so I remember, Park Ji-sung gets put through,
Ooh, good save.
gets brought down by
Good save by
Reina.
Ramsdale.
Ronaldo scores the penalty, and at that point, I'm thinking, I've got to go to school tomorrow. This is going to be awful. Then Torres absolutely smoked Vidic.
Yep.
Vidic just, whatever it was, could just never play against Liverpool. Always used to get sent off. Always used to get carded. Always used to concede weird goals.
Every player has that team, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Torres, yeah, great finish. Then the
Half-time as
burst,
well,
of,
1-0
the
Arsenal
burst
lead.
of pace from Gerrard to get into the box where he got brought down by Evra.
Yep.
I remember, see how much I remember this.
Yes, look at this guy.
And he puts it to the bottom right. Van der Sar gets a hand on it. So his bottom right, so Van der Sar's left, gets a hand on it, still slips in. That's obviously when he notoriously kisses the camera. Third one is Aurelio's free kick. Once again, when Vidic brought Gerrard down after the flick on, Gerrard goes through and he just puts his arm across and brings him down, sending off by. And then Reina with an absolute long ball, and it bounces and it lands to Sena, who's just come on the pitch, and he just side foots it over Van der Sar to make it 4-1. And that was the same week where we beat Real Madrid 4-0. What a week that was for Liverpool.
It was a fantastic week, bad week for United, but overall good season. You know me, Gerrard out here kissing cameras, and Giggs picked up and kissed the Premier League trophy. So, you know,
just like you're kissing your
Oh,
picture
good.
of Solskjaer tonight when you get in. Ollie Ball.
this guy, you know, he's a joker in it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Ollie's at the wheel, man. Jump on the bus.
Yo, that is going off. That's going downhill fast. Going downhill fast. What's Gary Neville said here? Will we get clipped from Sky? No, we won't. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
No.
You don't reckon what you reckon? What? You don't get clipped. There we go. See, I already know by just the first 5 seconds that he's defending. You can just tell.
He should be under massive pressure with the squad that's been assembled.
Let's just say he should be under massive pressure. I told you he was in.
100%. 100%. But the club are not going to change him. And the club are going to stick with him to the end of the season.
That's like he
My view
defended
would
him.
be, he's not, I agree with Jim. It's not the right time to discuss it now. I've got Manchester United fans on my social media timeline all the time saying, Gary, he's your mate. You won't call him out. No, I won't. No, I won't. I won't call Steve Keane out or Arsene Wenger at Arsenal. I'm not going to come on this show 11 years later.
Yeah, he did say that.
It's never going to happen.
You see?
No,
But then
wait.
You can't have, but you can't. That's preconceived. You can't have that. That's terrible.
No. But to be fair though, he has
said that.
But he said that about Mourinho. We said that.
Yeah, that's
again
true. But
about
if the
Wenger.
manager's not good enough, you are there to give your opinion, despite what you think. I'm never going to call from. If the manager's not good enough, and you believe,
but
in your half heart, he's not good enough.
Understand it from his point of view. He's been there as a Valencia manager, and
But this is the same guy who. All right, so this is the same guy who owned Salford and has sacked 6 managers in 7 years.
Can I just say though? Did you watch the overlap clip? Did you see Carragher absolutely rinse him about that?
No.
He's a trouble. He's my teammate. I actually like him a lot. And Manchester United failed with 2 previous managers.
He's not helping himself here.
I think they persist to the end of the season. I disagree with Jamie on the fact that he does win the Europa League and the FA Cup, and they finish in the top 4. I would say that's still building a successful team. You're up against 3 of the best teams in the world in Chelsea, City, and
I agree with
Liverpool,
that.
by the way, with 3 of the best managers. So Manchester United changing the manager now doesn't prove anything to me in terms of what could happen. I still think they could struggle against those 3 teams. But the pressure is building, Dave. That 100% is building. It should do. Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, Van der Beek, Pogba, Fernandes. What a collection of players.
Did you even mention Ronaldo?
Okay, so if the pressure should build, see, this is where he contradicts himself. So if the pressure should be building, what's it building to if he shouldn't be sacked? Let's just be honest, man. He's not good enough. This is the problem, right? So the pressure. So you're not gonna call someone out because you're not gonna call for managers to be sacked, even though that is in, like, that's what you'll do. That's what you're there to do, is to be an unbiased, a pundit, and give your opinion. So you're not gonna call for him to be sacked. But on the flip side, you're saying the pressure should build. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. You're never gonna call him out. Oh, I'm never gonna call. So a manager can be not good enough, and you're not gonna call him out to be sacked. If he's not, well, why are you there then? If you ain't gonna call it as you see it, Mourinho had to go because if you were in charge of United, you'd sack Oli. So you do it as the owner, but as the pundit, no. Am I lying?
Nah, but can I just say the reason why I brought up Carragher? Because if you go back and watch the overlap, Carragher makes the biggest dig at Scholes and Neville about them sacking the manager. When, funnily enough, when talking about United, oh, it's hilarious. And then Neville basically admits he's like, "Yeah, I made a mistake with that."
With what?
Sacking the manager when he did. I think the one about Graham Alexander.
Yeah, because they did not. Because they haven't. I actually watched that recently. It was good. The program, the Class of '92, on Salford, and obviously when it ended, it was Graham Alexander. But I don't know if they did it anymore. I'm not sure.
No, they did a season 2.
Yeah,
which might be the one you're on about, and then I think they're talking about doing.
They need to do it again. That was quality. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it was very enjoyable.
Plus, I nearly hotted up where they train then.
Yeah, I don't hot where they train.
But yeah, they train not too far from me, and I see them there all the time, and it's a good setup.
Yeah,
it's a great setup.
If so, you won't call him out to be sacked, but you'll do the deed. Make it make sense. You won't call it out, but it's something you'll do.
Yeah, but you can't make it make sense. That's the problem.
Yeah, like
this is the thing, right? Credit where it's due. This man has stayed consistent. He will never ask for a manager to be sacked, which I think is wild.
That is crazy.
Because when you're a pundit, you've got to say, look, the time's up now.
Yes.
This isn't working. I don't want him to be sacked. However, I think they need to change.
Time's done.
You can just say that.
You could say that. I don't
That's
want him to be
all he
sacked.
has to say at that point.
That's fine. If you was managing Stroll, you're my bro, you're my guy. If you're doing it, obviously I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'll be honest in the sense of like, yes, I'm biased towards Stroll because
we should be able as
brother.
friends to have these kind of
Yeah,
conversations.
but I tell you, I'll be
turn
like,
around to me like, look, this isn't working.
Yeah,
like,
I'll be like, Stroll's not good enough. His time is up, and I'll speak to you off camera, off air, and be like, this ain't it. And that's just in life with anything. If you see me doing something that's not work, yo, what are you doing? Why have you done a show with this person? Why is this show on, etc., etc.? This is not it.
We've had these kind of conversations.
Yeah, I've come to you about certain content creators and been like, are they good?
Yeah,
and off your recommendation, I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm not going to name who, but there's a perfect example.
Yeah, and that person in question is very, very good. But I went to Stroll first because I hadn't seen the person. So I'm like, but the thing is, you're not just going to say yeah because your bridges with that person. If you thought, nah, they're no good, they wouldn't have got on.
Yeah, because you know that, like, regardless, whatever relationship I've got with them, how close I am, how friendly
you don't call it reals.
I'm going to be like, look, they're good. However, they might not fit. However, said person is a star.
Yes, you're 100% right.
And listen,
100% right. Yeah. You was bang on.
Yeah.
Was bang on.
And under Sarcasm City, it was a perfect fit, and I knew it would be.
Bang on. He was bang on. But yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. Please make sure you hit the like button on the video if you are watching on the YouTube right now or watching this back. Subscribe to the channel as well, and make sure you hit the notification bell. Check out all of Pi Radio's upcoming content. Like Pi Radio, Sol, like head honcho, they be busy. Obviously, they got the event.
They be busy.
Halloween event coming up, the Ampiano event. That's October the 31st, Sunday. I'm gonna be in the building shaking a leg, fueled with JD. That's what I'm gonna be on. Put me a mask on. Yes, 100%. I'm gonna be there, man. Warehouse Project. Get your tickets. All the information. All the information's on the YouTube and it's on the site as well.
Yeah, go into the Pi Radio Instagram. Follow that. The Twitter. All the information. Buy your tickets, man. The tickets are going quick. Your
tickets, people. Buy your tickets. Get your tickets. Make sure you do that. Sure, anything you want to add before we close out the show?
Yeah, just once again, salute to everyone for listening. Salute to everyone for tuning in. Listen, Mondays are fun, and obviously thank you to all the viewers who have shown support since we started this, and I can't really say anything else really, just thank you for being here. However, there is one way we can end it.
Look at this fool, you know. See you lot next week.